evening. Welcome to Voices. 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 I'm Mark Half Moon. I'm Mark Half Moon. I'm your host this evening.
My name is Sarah Phelan. I'll be your host tonight.
My name is Paul Ortiz, and I'm the guest host tonight.
My name is Cheryl Williams, and I am your host.
My name is Jim Mason, and the program today is about seniors.
My name is Tom Conant. Tonight's topic, Proposition 63 and beyond.
And we're going to do a show on attack on the Bill of Rights and beyond that.
The subject this evening is the Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
And the issue tonight, in general, is housing.
Tonight, asking the question, is world peace possible?
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
As a Vietnam veteran, I always think that we don't need no more veterans of foreign wars.
The cities in our communities are suffering severe results of the deficit that's not being addressed while we concentrate on going to foreign lands and spending billions and billions of dollars on conducting a war not in our interest. We ignore the real problems that working people experience every day.
A lot of our people just take face value propaganda and don't look into what's really going on and the truth of what is happening, and that's a shame.
We actually realized that there was still another additional avenue of hope here. That it turns out that the United Nations Security Council has the authority to order a special session of the General Assembly under a Uniting for Peace resolution.
I feel some hope. I feel hope that we stand with hundreds of millions of other people around the world who are in opposition to this unilateral and unjust war.
This is simply a diversion to persuade people that there's some simple alternative.
Okay, no diversion.
All right. As far as the hotel being located at
the argument could be made that the general fund needs the money, just like you're making for
Ron,
the hotel.
I didn't interrupt you when you're talking. Let me finish my comment.
They don't lynch me because I'm Muslim, and they don't lynch you because you're Baptist, and they're not going to come after you because you are Christian. They're coming after us because we're niggers. And so they're coming after us because we're women.
The Three Strikes Initiative is a de facto minimum for prisons, because if you're going to house in prisons the people sent there by the Three Strikes Initiative, you're going to spend 8 to 9% of the state budget on prisons.
I was discriminated against in Colorado with a construction company, and I sued the federal government and took it all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court and won.
In what way were you discriminated against?
I owned a construction company in Colorado and would be low bid on the job but wouldn't get the job because I wasn't the right race or gender. And I said that that was discrimination.
When the city won that suit, I was hoping that that appeal would give us the chance to move to district elections. And thank God, because Oscar and I are sitting here, as a result of that, the first two districts that were redrawn were District 1 and 2, which gave the Latinos of the city a chance to elect their own.
I called her up on her break and said, "Would you marry me?" And she said, "Well, would you marry me?" And I said, "That's mine." She says, "I'm leaving right now." And so she left work, and we ran straight up to San Francisco and stood in line for 4.5 hours, and it was a wonderful experience.
The single most important issue facing really the county and the 5th District is water. That includes the situation up in Felton where some residents are trying to buy their own water system so that we can have local control over the entire area.
I couldn't believe what I was watching, because they actually showed the slicing of a woman's rear end and showing a gluteal implant, and then the male doctors joking about the fact that they'd got it in upside down.
Oh,
and the other guy says, "Oh, you saved my butt." "Oh, and hers." You know, this is the kind of world that we're living in.
You folks think of a conscious, well-thought-out suicide for an older person who's in complete control of their faculties and has decided that for whatever reasons, since they are in charge of their lives, have been all their lives, they want to put an end to it.
Thank you for joining us tonight on Voices. That's all the time we have now. We'll be on again 7:30 Saturday. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us and all of our callers. Good night.